Hello, this is the third part of the triangle of the neck series, which and in this video I would be talking about the contents of the triangles of the neck. So this is the submental triangle between the two anterior belly of the digastric muscle, and here this is the triangle. This triangle actually contains the submental veins, which actually form the anterior jugular vein. Here, look at the and beside the submental vein, this triangle also contains the submental lymph nodes. This submental lymph nodes actually drains the tip of the tongue and the middle part of the lower lip. So this was these basically are two main components of the contents of the triangle, submental veins and lymph nodes. And beside that, this is the uh, submandibular triangle in a while. Yes, this is the submandibular triangle. But this is anterior belly of digastric, this is posterior belly of digastric, and this is the base of the mandible. Between this we have got submandibular triangle. This triangle is almost filled by the submandibular gland. Here you can see in the background, this is submandibular gland. And then we have got in this area we have got this facial artery and facial vein. These two structures are also component contents of the submandibular triangle. And this is the hypoglossal nerve. It is also present in the triangle, hypoglossal nerve. And this is the submylohyoid nerve. This is also present in this triangle. So and beside that, submandibular lymph nodes. So this is contents of the triangle are submandibular gland, hypoglossal nerve, facial artery, facial vein, mylohyoid nerve, and submandibular lymph nodes. And then here you can see the carotid triangle. Carotid triangle, as we have already discussed, its boundaries. So carotid sheath is present within this triangle, and carotid sheath contents are also part of this triangle. Contents of this triangle. This is internal carotid artery and common carotid artery. Then we have internal jugular vein, and behind them we have got vagus nerve, and this ansa cervicalis. Ansa cervicalis is also part of this triangle. And beside that we have got some transverse cervical nerves, which are arising from the cervical plexus and supplying the cutaneous innervation of the neck. And then we have got this posterior triangle. Posterior triangle, as we have already discussed, it's been divided into two further parts: occipital triangle and supraclavicular triangle or omoclavicular triangle. So this is the spinal accessory nerve. It is content of this sub occipital triangle, and beside that we have got lesser occipital nerve and occipital artery. Because of this occipital artery, this triangle is called occipital triangle. And this supraclavicular triangle is actually contains this third part of subclavian artery, subclavian vein, and brachial plexus. And these are also the contents of the supraclavicular triangle. So in a while I will be you would be looking it from another angle. Here, look at this. This is the accessory nerve. Accessory nerve crosses the occipital triangle. So this is third part of the subclavian artery and brachial plexus. These are contents of the supraclavicular triangle, accessory nerve, and then transverse cervical artery, superficial transverse cervical artery. It crosses the it is arising from the thyrocervical trunk. It crosses this is phrenic nerve. It crosses the phrenic nerve, then it crosses the brachial plexus, and it disappears under the trapezius muscle. And this is brachial plexus. This is suprascapular nerve, and third part of the subclavian artery. These are and brachial plexus. These are contents of the supraclavicular art, triangle. So these were the, and then we have got another triangle which is called muscular triangle. Look at this is the muscular triangle. It is bounded in the midline by imaginary line, and then by the superior belly of the omoid muscle, and inferiorly it was bounded by the anterior border of the sternocleidomastoid muscle. So this triangle actually contains these anterior jugular veins, then it contains infrahyoid muscle, then it contains this thyroid gland. Here you can see the right vascular triangle contains right, thyroid gland lobe, and left contains left thyroid gland lobe. And this is the transverse cutaneous nerve which supplies the skin of the neck anteriorly, and this is the supraclavicular nerve. This is the cutaneous innervation of the just anterior to upper part of the pectoral region, and you know uh, and neck. Thank you very much.